You know, I've been thinking about something lately. Question has been rattling around in my mind, and it's something I should have been asking myself before I started motovlogging. And I believe it's a question a lot of people out there who are motovlogging or looking to become a motovlogger, it's a question that you guys need to ask yourself as well. And that is, do I really want to motovlog? And it's sort of come about from a few things, and mate, you can fit through there, not a problem. I know I could. Well, back up and let me through. Whatever. Anyway, it's sort of come about from, now that is what gets you killed, bro. Don't do it. This is my lane, cunt. Jeez. It's attitudes and riding styles like that gets us guys killed and makes a bad fucking name for us. For fuck's sake, use your fucking head. He's like right on my ass too. Anyway, I'll let him pass since he seems to be in that much of a fucking hurry. Alright, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I've been asking myself lately, do I really want to motovlog? And it's sort of come about through a few things, and most of that has been just a rethink about where I am with my channel, where I want my channel to be and my goals and so on. And a few other things I'm looking to take up in my personal life with other hobbies and, you know, family commitments. And this is really a question that a lot of motovloggers should be asking them, and or asking themselves, or a lot of prospective motovloggers should be asking themselves as well, is do you really want to motovlog? I remember a particular comment or a conversation that I had with a particular motovlogger, that he had taken a sabbatical away from motovlogging just due to the motovlogging community and some of the jealousy and envy that has come from that, from the likes of the guys of Age and Nickelodeon and so on that have blown up on YouTube thanks to motovlogging. A lot of people need to ask themselves why these people blow up. And that's, I think, probably the most prominent example is Baron von Grumble. He had one video that blew up on YouTube, and he had the talent and foresight to take it forward. And a lot of people, they think they want to blow up on YouTube, but you know, you got to remember there's a lot of commitments behind our channel, apart from obviously going out, getting footage, editing, and spending hours in the editing suite. But you know, there's also interacting with your fans, or subscribers I should say, on Twitter, Instagram, you know, also in the comments section. There's just so many variables that you have to take account of. And I remember watching a 6'4" Honda video only a few nights ago that said he's pretty much working 40 hours outside of his normal job to maintain the quality and also, you know, the mail outs and stuff of his back the fuck up t-shirts and so on. You know, that takes up a lot of his personal time, and that's time that you could be spending with other people, time you're spending getting drunk with your mates, cuddling up with your girlfriend, I don't know, whatever it is you'd like to do in your spare time. And for the guys that have, you know, that amount of subscribers, which is, I can't remember, I think he's on 350,000 subscribers, really makes you wonder how the likes of Royal Jordanian and so on, you know, how they really do it, how they're able to maintain their subscribership the way they do, by interacting with their fans and not just putting out content. So with the guys that want to, you know, be big on YouTube, is it something that you really, really want? With the guys that want to blow up big on YouTube, do you really? Have you got the time to spend outside of your normal job, outside in your normal daytime? You could be playing Xbox or whatever it is you like to do, you know, interacting with your fans, you know, and just doing the stuff to maintain your subscribership. Now, the one thing, you know, a lot of people seem to forget is, and as I was going to mention before with Baron von Grumble, you've got to have the talent. I mean, once you see one video blow up, what's the first question you ask? What else, what other content has this guy produced that's going to make me keep me here? And if you don't have the quality content to back that up, well, you're dead from the day you started. If you're looking to make a living off YouTube, ad revenue is being absolutely stripped by the likes of ad blocker and, you know, all those pop-up blockers that prevent ads from going up. So obviously people aren't seeing the ads, they're just not generating the income that can be passed on to the actual channels that are monetizing their sites. And a lot of people in this world seem to think that entertainment should be free from now on, pretty much. That, you know, downloading music, downloading movies and TV shows and so on for free through torrent sites and all that kind of gig. It's a lot of people are starting to have their expectations become that things should be cheap, should be free, and that sort of expectation is sort of what's ruining the ad revenue for YouTube. They don't want to spend time, you know, 15 seconds watching a particular video, or I don't know, a minute watching a video. But saying that though, the same sort of principle applies. If it's not an interesting video or an interesting ad, you're not going to watch it, are you? You know, you got to have content in the first place to be able to keep that viewer in there, or make them click on the link for the particular product you're advertising. So it's the same game all around. Doesn't matter if you're a YouTube promoter, doesn't matter if you're a YouTube content creator. It doesn't matter. You've got to have a content and a quality product to keep those people rolling in and retain viewership and so on. The other limiting factor is motovlogging is now very much like gaming channels on YouTube. You're in a very saturated market. The likes of Adrian Nickelodeon, Le Pen, Royal Jordanian, Jake the Garden Snake, and I'm just rattling off names here off the top of my head, they all blew up through that period around about 2.5 years, maybe even 3 years ago, where motovlogging was sort of a new thing, that was a novelty, that was new, fresh, it was innovative, and it was something that captured a lot of interest through a lot of people, even people who didn't ride motorcycles. I mean, you see the comments all the time from 6x4 Honda's videos and Adrian Nickelodeon's videos and so on, that you know, the particular viewers or subscribers have been inspired by them to go out and get their bike license and get on two wheels. These guys, they're an inspiration because they were sort of in on the ground floor of an opportunity. And they have a massive sphere of influence, especially when they sort of band together to get a message out there. And my point is, through all this, they have a massive influence because they have a massive following. And they have a massive following because they got in on the ground floor of this thing, this motovlogging thing that's out there. And they inspired a lot of people who are already on two wheels, or wasn't even on two wheels yet, to go out there and motovlog. I follow a few others. I follow it's a guy in Germany, Smo. I follow Smo from England. He's from, or at least I think he's from England. There's also a guy I follow in France. And I think there's another smaller channel that I watch from England. Everybody in the world is doing this motovlogging shit. And that just, you're in a very, very tough market to begin with. And that just makes it so much harder. Smo's content that he's put out so far, he's wiped around about maybe 4 or 5 vlogs from my roster before I even really got started. And you know, and there's nothing against Smo on that one. I love him. I mean, I personal note to you, Smo, I love his shit, man. Apart from probably Adrian Nickelodeon, who I have a man crush on, the first one to admit it, I find your content probably the most relatable. I constantly find myself pointing at the screen and nodding to stuff all the time with you. Just a lot of your life experiences that you put up with the YouTube channel. For instance, snapping your spanner on the car, where you had to go down and buy another ratchet. I've done that before. It's like, shit. Hey, that's, you know, or the growing up video. You don't want to grow up. I get it, man. And that's another thing. You got to have relatable content as well. There's so many little factors into what makes a motovlogging channel successful. It's not as easy as just going out, filming, whack it up on YouTube and wait for the views to roll in. You're in a very competitive market. Ad revenue is being stripped from it profusely. You've got to have a quality content, and you've got to know how to market your product right, which is your motovlogging. Because as a motovlogger, as a YouTube content creator, in fact, not so much as a motovlogger, we are the director, we are the CEO, we are the marketing department, the production department, the prop department, and we are the actor. There are so many things that go into motovlogging, so many hats that we have to wear as YouTube content creators, not just motovloggers, but YouTube content creators. And with the added pressure of that saturated market in there, it makes it very hard to be competitive. And I think this is what a lot of people need to ask themselves. Do you really want to motovlog? That's a question I'm still asking myself. I think I will. I think I'll keep going. Not because I'm out there to get views, but because if I feel I've got a camera on my face with a microphone, I feel the need to talk. I constantly notate stuff on my rides even when I don't have a camera. And I felt if I didn't have an audience to put that out to, then I'd feel weird. Because that's all really motovlogging is, just talking to yourself on a camera. That's pretty much all it is. Publish it on YouTube and hope to maybe entertain some people. So there you go, guys. Do you really want to motovlog? I'll leave you with that thought. Ride and drive safe. I'll catch us on the next one.